that's where it started. Hello, this is Paul.
This is Laura.
And I'm Alton.
We are Team Derringer.
And you are listening to Derringer Discoveries,
where we take you, the listener, on an adventure.
a music adventure.
Welcome back, listeners. In this episode, we're diving into the wild world of Alice Cooper. The Godfather of Shock Rock. Get ready for a journey through his legendary career and a sneak peek at his highly anticipated new album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper, out July 25th, 2025.
That's right, listeners. This marks the first album featuring Alice Cooper's original band since Muscle of Love from way back in 1973. This project blends classic shock rock with modern production, making it a highly anticipated reunion for longtime fans and hopefully new fans.
You're just a slave to temptation, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps you want me much.
Speaking of lifelong fans, joining us for this episode is a special guest host, my wife and longtime Alice Cooper fangirl, Kathy Derringer. Welcome to the show, hon.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to join you for this episode. Alton's right. I've been listening to Alice Cooper's music since I was a young teenager.
She made my eyes bug out, her tail stand up, and I ain't even in heat for a month.
It's good to have you, Kathy. Thanks
you.
for joining us to be our expert on Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper began life as a Phoenix high school act in 1964. They first called themselves the Earwigs, spelled as one word, and then they were the Spiders. Then Nazz, N-A-Z-Z, before settling on Alice Cooper as a starkly innocuous name for their dark theatrics. The lineup consisted of Vincent Furnier, vocals, and you might wonder who Vincent Furnier is. We'll get to that. Glenn Buxton, lead guitar.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Glenn. Michael Bruce, rhythm guitar plus keyboards.
She got them from the shelf up on the wall.
Dennis Dunaway, bass.
Betty's mommy
And Neil Smith on drums.
to save her.
Together, those five pioneered a shock rock spectacle complete with boa constrictors, guillotines, and fake blood.
Dead babies can't take care of themselves.
They cut 2 psychedelic albums, and by the way, Kathy, we're going to have to ask you real quickly, do you ever listen to those first two albums?
No.
Those albums are unlistenable. Pretty's for You in 1969, it's shockingly bad. Easy Action in 1970, only slightly better. And both were on Frank Zappa's Straight Records, and they did not sell, and it's a reason why they did not sell. However, everything changed when Bob Ezrin stepped in as producer for Love It to Death, 1971, delivering the hit song, and it's certainly one of their signature songs, I'm 18. A raw anthem that cracked the Billboard Top 40.
Paul, I have to wonder, how are Alice Cooper fans going to feel about you saying shockingly bad? Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'm an Alice Cooper fan, but those first two albums are just, they would not be in anyone's list of good Alice Cooper albums. And if they are in your list, write us. But I'm just telling you, I have skipped over those albums for a good reason. They're just not any good. In fact, it's almost like night and day. You almost feel like it was like a different band. And yet it's the same guys. But when they got Bob Ezrin, boosh, they suddenly became a tight rockin' band.
'Cause I'm 18, I get confused every day. 18,
Makes sense. Even our super fan Kathy didn't love them.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And listeners, if you did, you can also write Paul at feedback@derringersdiscoveries.com.
You are listening to Derringer Discoveries.
With listeners in more than 30 countries.
struts into the room. Well, I don't know how.
Well, gang, their follow-up albums kept the momentum. Killer in 1971 solidified their sound.
Telephone is ringing.
School's Out from 1972.
Who's been blown to pieces?
That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah.
It shot to number 2 in the U.S. and number 1 in the U.K. And $1 Billion Babies from 1973 topped the charts on both sides of the Atlantic, with its tour shattering Rolling Stone's box office records.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Clean. No more.
After the band split in 1975 as Friends, Fournier legally changed his name to Alice Cooper and embarked on a solo career, delivering theatrical classics like Welcome to My Nightmare, 1975.
Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna.
Yeah, Alton, you and I have been talking about how in the world did the other four members let Vincent Fournier take the name Alice Cooper and make it his own. And I actually checked it out. There was an article on it, and it says that in 1975, when he did change his name, he changed it to protect the name, to keep it from falling into public use by others. And he paid the band members, the other four members, he paid for the right to use the name. So there's your answer. He didn't steal the name, he was protecting the name.
Yeah, and paying them always smooths things over.
Yes, it does.
In 2011, the original quintet reunited for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction and performed together for the first time in decades.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Alice Cooper.
Listeners, that blend of horror and hard rock reshaped live performances forever. It laid the groundwork for every glam and metal great that followed. Kathy, first of all, I have to tell you that I love it that you love Alice Cooper. I think you're just giving Derringer Discoveries a new level of street cred.
Well, thank you.
But listeners are going to want to know which of the early Alice Cooper albums was your favorite.
My favorite would have to be $1 Billion Babies. There were so many hits on that album. And at that age, it was just cool to be creepy. And it was really creepy.
Yeah, they actually had, in the vinyl, which is how I bought it. And Kathy, I'm sure you had to buy it too, because back then it was vinyl or eight track.
Yeah.
Yep.
The vinyl actually had like $1 billion bill in it. It was cardboard, but it was kind of wild. They used the album to sort of make it more than just an album. It was almost like the album itself was something to show your friends.
Yeah, and they had cool pictures of them too.
Yes.
Was Alice's face on the $1 billion bill?
No, it was a baby.
Yeah.
Really?
It was a baby.
Man, what a missed opportunity.
They showed them sitting in a pile of cash in one of the pictures in the album.
It was kind of controversial.
Yeah.
People found that artwork a little disturbing, unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with School's Out.
Yes.
Paul will tell us about that one.
Do you really want me to tell you about that one? That one opened up like a school desk, and inside was the vinyl record, and it was wrapped in a a pair of underwear.
You are listening to Derringer Discoveries.
This is Wilson Getchell. I'm from the band Thirsty Curses out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And you are listening to Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast.
Before we dig into Revenge, each of us has a go-to classic Alice Cooper track. We'll share our pick, drop a nugget of history, and we'll tell you why it speaks to us. Kathy, you're our guest. You get to go first.
My pick is $1 Billion Babies. Like I said before, it was just creepy and we loved it. An interesting fact is the title track of $1 Billion Babies wasn't just a glam anthem. It featured an unexpected guest vocalist. Scottish folk pop icon Donovan lent his voice to the song, trading eerie lines with Alice in a twisted duet that no one saw coming.
Can I chime in? Because, Kathy, I think that's the brilliance of Alice Cooper. Who would have thought that they would have teamed up with Donovan? Donovan's in a whole different world. He's in the folky scene. He dressed differently. His music was different. And yet they brought him in on the title track to sing a duet with Alice Cooper. I find that shocking right there. What did you think about that?
I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know about that until Alton told me about it, but I thought that was very cool.
I think that's going to come as a surprise to even some diehard Alice Cooper fans.
Yeah. And listening to that song after knowing that information, you can hear him in there.
Yeah.
I would have never thought about that before.
Bonjour, this is Elliot Murphy coming to you from Paris, France. You're listening to Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast.
Hi, my name is Alana Joy, and I'm the lead singer of alternative rock band Lost Youth from Cape Town, South Africa. I love listening to Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast.
I'm a rebel. I'm too much.
So let's keep with the ladies' first theme going. Laura, how about you? What's your favorite Alice Cooper song?
So I'm going to go with a song that we've talked about a couple times already, School's Out from 1972.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, so the history of this song, it was written by Michael Bruce and Alice as a twisted take on none other than Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
Its riff turned a children's melody into an anthem for liberation. And guys, come on, this is the ultimate summer anthem.
Oh, yeah. And what a fantastic opening guitar riff.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's one of the top of all time.
I love that. That opening riff. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, da, da, da.
Everybody knows it.
Absolutely. And you know, guys, Alice has been quoted as saying this song is the best 3 minutes of your life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
When you find out it's the last day of school. This song hit number 2 in the U.S., number 1 in the United Kingdom, and even got the band banned from playing real schools for years. The song was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2015, and this is really considered their signature song, right?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, Paul, on to you. What's your favorite Alice Cooper song?
Well, certainly $1 Billion Babies is right up there, and School's Out is definitely right up there. But I chose a song that I think gave Alice Cooper their true start. And without Bob Ezrin, we would not be talking about Alice Cooper right now, because those first two albums, I can't stress enough, those first two albums are just abysmal. But
listeners, that's feedback at DerringerDiscoveries.com.
Attention, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to those first two albums, you would never think that a good band could come out of that. And yet, they met up with Bob Ezrin, who I believe was 19 at the time, and they released I'm 18, which originally when it was released, it was just called 18, but now they call it I'm 18. They released that before the album, and Warner Brothers told them that they weren't going to do an album unless that song did reasonably well, and it did more than reasonably well. It made them a rock star with that one song, and it is a catchy, wonderful song. Bob took it from an 8-minute jam down to a 3-minute nugget that became a hit. So hats off to Bob Ezrin. I think teaming up with Alice Cooper is what made Alice Cooper great.
Yeah.
Bob Ezrin is to Alice Cooper what George Martin is to the Beatles.
Oh, yeah. I firmly believe that. And it's amazing what a good producer can do for a band.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's why I chose I'm 18. For all the bands out there who have put out subpar work, there's always a promise that you could turn it around and put out I'm 18 after 2 albums of abysmalness.
And that's feedback at DerringerDiscoveries.com.
Yeah, he just can't quit, Alton. He can't quit.
I know.
皆さん、音楽冒険ポッドキャストのデリンジャーディスカバリーズを
All right, Alton, where are you going to take us? You're going to stay with us in the 70s, or you're going to move forward into the 80s?
Well, you guys have taken probably my favorite hits that he did. However, I was highly impressed when Alice Cooper was able to reinvent himself in 1989 with the song Poison. It's from the album Trash, and it marked his comeback, peaking at number 7 in the U.S. and becoming his biggest solo hit in the MTV era.
Yeah.
The slick guitar hooks and ominous synths bridged 70s rock into 80s glam metal. Poison is Cooper's highest streaming song on Spotify.
What?
So how's that for a reinvention? Can you believe that? Higher than...
How many? Put you on the spot.
Yeah, Poison has 488 million.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Schools Out has less than half of that.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
And and it looks like Schools Out is second.
Yeah.
That's the second biggest streamer, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So get this. This is pretty interesting. The album was produced by Desmond Child, who co-wrote Poison with Alice Cooper. Desmond Child was a hit-making machine at the time, and he wrote hits for people like Bon Jovi, such as Living on a Prayer and You Give Love a Bad Name. He also wrote for Aerosmith. He wrote Crazy and Dude Looks Like a Lady. And get this, and I think that this next band came because of Alice Cooper, and that band was Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
And he wrote, I Was Made for Loving You. Alice Cooper's kind of set the stage for bands like Kiss, and they may have upped it a bit, but I would say he's hard to beat when it comes to a stage show.
Yep.
For the album Trash, Cooper's band consisted of seasoned session pros and glam metal firepower. And speaking of seasoned pros, Kathy and I saw Alice Cooper back in 2019, and he had a really stellar band of rock veterans, and that was for his old Black Eyes Is Back tour. We saw him in Roanoke, Virginia at the Berglund Center. And what's interesting, guy, I know it. Yay, Roanoke.
It will always be Roanoke Civic Center to me, guys.
I know.
Absolutely.
It sounds so weird to call it the Berglund Center because Kathy and I were in Roanoke for 20 years. Laura lives there now. And Paul, you and I used to drive up from Lynchburg, and it was always called the Roanoke Civic Center.
Just always calls it the Civic Center.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. When we were growing up, that was the only place to go. that was within a short driving distance.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting with this band that he's got, even though it's considered his touring band, they've been together really for over a decade, which is kind of rare in the world of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Paul, tell us who's in his current touring band.
Thank you, Alton. Ryan Roxy is on guitar, and he first joined Alice Cooper in 1996. With a few breaks, he's been in and out. He has been a core part of the band's sound and swagger. Chuck Garrick is on bass. He joined Alice Cooper in 2002, and he has co-written Alice Cooper songs like Dirty Diamonds.
Dirty diamonds, stone cold killers, and you're on their list.
He's also the frontman of the band Beasto Blanco.
Oh yeah, it's a freak show. Lights out.
I don't know that band, Alton, do you?
No, I actually had to check them out when I was researching this episode. They're definitely a heavy metal band, kind of in the vein of Alice Cooper, maybe a little heavier.
Can't you hear them coming? You're gonna die.
Glenn Sobel is the drummer for Alice Cooper. He joined in 2011. Glenn is known for his powerhouse playing and versatility. You'd have to play in that band. You'd have to be a powerhouse player.
Yeah.
The captivating, and this is the name everybody's been waiting for because this is the member of the band that we all immediately recognize. The captivating Nita Strauss is on lead guitar. Nita first joined in 2014. She left briefly in 2022 to tour as the lead guitarist for Demi Lovato, of all people.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And she returned to Alice Cooper's band in 2023.
And there was much rejoicing.
I have to quickly ask, so was Nita with the band when the two of you, Alton and Kathy, when you saw them in Roanoke?
Absolutely. She was fantastic.
You were able to spot her in the crowd? You could tell which one was Nita?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, they
Definitely.
showcased her a lot.
And I really think that that's why Demi Lovato picked her, because she is a lead guitar virtuoso. She is fantastic, flamboyant, and can just light up the guitar. And
she looks good.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, think about the versatility that she must have to go from playing lead for Demi Lovato to Alice Cooper. That's amazing.
There's one more member of Alice Cooper's lineup, and that's Tommy Henriksen. He's on guitar. He joined in 2011, and he has become a key songwriting and production partner for Alice Cooper.
You are listening to Derringer Discoveries.
This is singer-songwriter and guitarist Ryan Bieber coming to you from sunny Los Angeles, California. And I love listening to Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast.
Hello, this is Tim in East London in the United Kingdom, and you're listening to Derringer Discoveries.
Listeners, two of the members Alton just mentioned, Tommy Henriksen and Glenn Sobel, are also members of Alice Cooper's side project, a little band you might have heard of, the Hollywood Vampires.
Who's laughing now, man?
In addition to Tommy and Glenn, also joining Alice Cooper and the Hollywood Vampires are Joe Perry, who everyone should know is Aerosmith's lead guitarist, and someone that I hear that Kathy is a fan of, a guitarist and actor. His name escapes me.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. There you go.
Tell us why you like Johnny Depp, hon.
He's just cool.
When you marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Let's not get too far off track. Let's fast forward to 2025. Alice Cooper's 31st studio album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper, is set to release on July 25th, 2025. It's on Ear Music.
Your rivers went raging by. You're not right with me.
The album marks a monumental reunion, and that is, it's his first full studio album with the original band since 1973's Muscle of Love. The album features surviving original members Michael Bruce, guitar, Dennis Dunaway, bass, and Neil Smith, drums, along with posthumous contributions from the late guitarist Glenn Buxton, who passed away in 1997.
Guys, the seeds for this reunion were planted over the past decade, really.
Tell me, pretty baby, what happened to you?
Members of the original band had already contributed to Alice's solo albums and even performed live together at events like 2015 Live from AstroTurf Show in Dallas. But it wasn't until 2021 that the idea of a full album really began to take shape. Alice floated the idea to the band, and producer Bob Ezrin, who helmed their classic 70s albums, came on board to guide the project. The band unearthed archived recordings of Buxton's guitar work from the early 70s.
Producer Bob Ezrin, who we mentioned has worked with Alice Cooper for decades, he played a key role in ensuring Buxton's contributions blended seamlessly with the new material.
Ezrin used modern tech to clean up and integrate the snippet into a new song. The album aims to recapture that raw energy of their classic sound while introducing modern production techniques that enhance these vintage recordings.
As of the recording of this episode, the band has only released 2 singles from the upcoming album, Black Mamba and Wild Ones.
I'll just watch you while you're sleeping, baby, and decide if I should bite.
Interesting tidbit here, Robbie Krieger of The Doors fame is a guest musician on Black Mamba. Kathy, what do you think of these 2 new songs, and how do you think they hold up compared with the hits from yesteryear?
Well, to me, these 2 songs sound vintage Alice Cooper. The snake is back.
Yeah. Oi, this is Victoria Beebe from the UK, London. Hope you guys are good. You are listening to Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast.
Listeners, let us know what you think of these new songs by Alice Cooper and his old band getting back together. And it's so easy to do. Just go on Spotify or whatever digital streaming service you use and check it out and then write us. We want to hear what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have the feedback. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us today. It was fantastic to have you with us. Before we go, do you have any shout outs for anyone?
Well, I would like to thank you all for having me here today. I'd like to shout out to our kids, Allison Cooper. Just kidding. To our kids, Elena and Zach.
Yeah, that would tell us that you're a really big fan if you named your children Alice and Cooper.
And Cooper.
This is normally the part of the episode, Kathy, where we would make you an honorary Derringer. But since you're married to one, you're already an honorary Derringer. You're part of the family.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! Listeners, 50 years after schooling us all, see what we did there? Mm-hmm. Alice Cooper is back, and he's brought the whole gang with him. The Revenge of Alice Cooper isn't just a title. It's a full circle moment, a resurrection, and a riff-soaked reminder that rock never dies. It just sharpens its eyeliner.
Whether you're a die-hard fan or just now pulling back the curtain on the Godfather of Shock Rock, this album proves that Alice still has a few tricks and a few licks up his sleeve.
So crank up the volume, cue the guillotine, and remember, in the twisted carnival that is rock and roll, Alice Cooper still owns the main stage.
Listeners, until next time,
this is Laura Derringer.
I'm Alton Derringer.
I'm Paul Derringer.
And I'm Kathy Derringer.
This has been Derringer Discoveries, a music adventure podcast. Song snippets were used in this episode to aid in the discussion, critique, and analysis of the songs.
We encourage listeners to check out Alice Cooper and all the artists discussed in this episode. Be sure to check out The Revenge of Alice Cooper when the album drops on July 25th, 2025. You can listen to The Revenge of Alice Cooper, as well as songs by the artist mentioned in this episode on most digital streaming platforms, including Spotify and Apple.
Listeners, let us know what you think of today's episode. Connect with us on social media. We're at Derringer Discoveries on Facebook, at DerringerDiscoveries.com on Blue Sky, and at Derringer Pod on Instagram, X, and Threads. Don't forget to sign up to our newsletter. You can do so on our website, DerringerDiscoveries.com. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep it loud, keep it weird, keep it rocking, and whatever you do, tell someone about Derringer Discoveries.
All right.
In your sister's room. That's where it started. In your sister's
After the band amicably spit, they did that in their stage show too.
Yeah, that was in the stage show. And it was wrapped in a pair of underwear.
Yep.
And they weren't Fruit of the Looms.
No. No tighty whities there.
Think it's you, Paul.
Oh, before we dig...
We got all sidetracked talking about underwear.
Hey, he's thinking about opening that desk, I know.
Yeah. I don't think Alice Cooper has a great voice, but he has a distinctive voice, and I'm sure he doesn't want people crowding that's his territory. You know, he's the singer.
Unless you're Donovan.
Yeah, and that was a one-time thing. I'm not aware of Donovan ever singing again with Alice Cooper.
No.
It was just, I wonder if he was just in the studio, and they're like, hey, Donovan, you want to join us?
Come join us.
Pop on over, dude.
Pop on over. A guitar and actor, the name escapes me.
A guitarist, not a guitar.
Okay. Johnny Depp, there you go.
Tell us why you like Johnny Depp, hon.
He's just cool.
You like his teeth too, right?
No.
The band unearthed archived recordings of Buxton's guitar work for the early sound. Okay.
Now you know why we had it.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.